Hello, welcome back. We claim the Throne of Misfortune, so some more pearls for us. Diaportant, Pyrenees has cast a global enchantment. I forget which one this is. It's either Blood Vortex or Looming Hell. Whichever one they didn't have, they now have, basically. So, whichever one that was. We did Carrying Reanimation on Agartha to get some more siege damage. Summoned a Harvester of Sorrows. Did some Auspex, found a Windmill. Some battles then, Chilled Caverns. Not much to see here, it's just Wraith Lords hitting PD, but we'll watch one of them. Why not? Alright, there we go. Which one was this? Magic being a legalizer. Okay. Hot Hollows, same sort of thing. Also battling Cerulean Sea, which is more of the same. But underwater, so a bit different. Yeah, good turn for the Wraith Lords. Took control of Valrest, no resistance. That was where the Barbarians were. Sea of Woe, we got a Naiad Court. Gold Crags, we got a Great Fertility Festival. Deadly Disease in Sea of Woe, because we summoned a Harvester of Sorrows. Stormy Deep is still not open, unfortunately. And Agartha is now undamaged. I guess he just cast Magic Walls spell that I can't remember the name of. That's a bit unpleasant, actually, because now not only is it extra wall, it stops you walking through walls during the storming, right? I believe. Where is that spell? Give me a moment. Iron Walls. Walls of magic and ethereal units cannot pass through, yeah. Might be awkward. I don't know what his god is inside the fort, so... yeah. That's it for messages. So, let's look at some stuff. First up, I feel like man is probably... he's probably about to attack me. Or just about to reinforce his throne heavily. There's a big stack appeared on our border. There's also underground. This big stack also on our border. So Ibasir is currently trying to take his cat back, which is interesting. And man is also still taking forts off Ibasir, but his work over here seems to be done, and he didn't get the throne, I did, so I think we have to preemptively start attacking man now, or at least trying to weaken him. I would like our... I would like this army freed up if we can just take Agartha first, but we'll see how that goes. So let's look at some stuff. We'll start underwater, always good. First up, we have this guy, who is now Reaper 15, with a Bane Venom Charm. He's going to sneak around in some Manx provinces, diseasing all the mages. So we'll just look for mage stacks and sit in them for a turn or two. Going to start in Izurian, and then we'll fly over to Man or Tifia or something. Still can't really see these thrones, they get patrolled out whenever I get scouts there. But that's what that guy's doing. Not doing any Wraith Lords this month, unfortunately. Need some gems to... well, do some stuff. But yeah, Harvester of Sorrows can go over there. Meanwhile, we have a go underwater also putting up temples. We're still sieging this. I would like to take this and then cast, what's it called? Vengeful Water inside it. So Bethusma can cast that once we have access to the lab. But strangely, still not through this wall yet. 500. We do 200 a month. I mean, surely next month we can storm. I'll just alchemize all of our gems into water and we'll do Vengeful Water. At the moment, the global list is now full, with Pyrenees taking the last 2 slots. So, we can use some of our pearls to dispel man's global. So my god down here somewhere is casting Dispel on Gates of Horn and Ivory, which should be an easy one to dispel. People don't usually put much of an overcast into gem gens, so I just did a small overcast on Dispel and hopefully it just gets rid of Glamour. Gates of Horn and Ivory. So that'll weaken man a little bit for us and also gives us a slot back for Vengeful Water to easily go in. when the time comes. And meanwhile, we have another Wraith Lord underwater who's going to attack Underhome and then can raid some coastal provinces. One of the Wraith Lords from the caves can go straight up to Terrace Peaks, so special import rules for axes is going to hit Terrace Peaks immediately. So we'll start moving some stuff over here. I'm also going to move some of the units out of Giant Spine, so a bunch of Sobex can start walking towards Salt Plains. We'll put together something with some mages, just in case this starts aggressing over here. The army in the cave can go to Mines of Despair and then straight up to Valrast. But can't easily attack Cadiz from there because of the river. They still have to go over a bridge, I think. This isn't exactly easy terrain for them to navigate. So we've got a few turns to put together a bit of a defense. Maybe that does attack, but who knows. So that's the stuff that's happening around this area. We also have... going to do a test run with the Air Wraith Lord. I can't remember what I named this guy. Fines for polluting. This guy currently just has a Skull Staff and Amulet of Magic, Ring of Returning. I could give this guy, instead of the Amulet of Anti-Magic, maybe, we could give him the Ring of Sorcery, which would be Death and Penetration. And then I could swap out the Skull Staff for this thing, which is more Penetration. So we could give this guy +2 Penetration instead. But for the time being, he's just going to Cloud Trapeze on this. And we'll see if Wind of Death without any penetration does anything to this. Might kill some of the archers. I'm not sure about the Kushis. We'll see though. If things go well, we can just keep throwing him at those stacks. Maybe the one underground too. Looks like it's mostly Kushis and archers also. And once he's done this once, we also get to see what's in the stack, so we'll know if it's a good target for mine hunting too. So we'll see how that goes next turn. And meanwhile, still just sitting on Agartha, unfortunately. It would be nice to free up these units. They're the main attack force. But we can start just softening up, man, with Wraith Lords and stuff, so that'll be the plan in the short term. But eventually this will be finished. And freeze up this stuff. And eventually Agartha will be finished, it frees up that stuff. And then we'll put together some more stuff here. And then if we get Vengeful Water up as well, we're very, very hard to fight into. So, yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Anything else happening? So, Rainbow Armor. Usual Wraith Lord items. I might as well throw in a Storm Spill too, though. We'll start giving them those as well. Oh yeah, also making some handfuls of acorns for the assassin guys that we have. Why not? But otherwise, that's it for turn 64. Not sure if Man is actually attacking us or not, but... well, might as well just do something instead of just waiting. Got to attack them soon anyway, so yeah. That's turn 64. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Thaumaturgy research is done. Not really sure what that gave us exactly. Could do one that walks though, which is pretty cool. Or Black Death we can always use. I guess I should just drop that on Man's Cap now, to be honest. Stop him recruiting his sacreds. Can I do that easily? D5. Do I have a D5? I'll check that in a second. I just dropped that on his cap. Yeah, astral travel I guess is good for our god to do. Alright, there's some good stuff in there. I'm not sure where to go next though, so I'm just going to pick up artifacts, because, I mean, maybe there's something in there, I'm not sure. Did some Auspex, found nothing. Cloud Trapezed our Air Wraith Lord. A bunch of things happen in Giant Spine. I don't know what spell this was though. So first of all, something went through the Frost Dome, which blasted the caster. Didn't do any damage to them though. Well, not lethal that we can see. And then probably the same spell was stopped by the Astral Dome. I'm not sure. And then again, something got stopped by the Astral Dome. And then the third time, only the Frost Dome triggered, so the third one got through, whatever it was. But I don't know what it was. Nothing happened, so I don't know. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think that was that just got spammed on us. Hopefully it's not like Horror Seed or something from Pyranny, that would be annoying. We also cast Dispel and Dispel Gates of Horn and Ivory, so that's nice. Right, Cloud Trapeze into Cursed Land. So, here's our air guy. Here is a Manx Stag. It is unfortunately pretty fast and moves immediately, so we're not going to get many spells off. But we do Wind of Death for once. So, surprisingly, hits quite a few of the Sacreds. Oh, 10 magic resistance. Okay, maybe not surprisingly then. Cool. You can see they are decaying now. Might be good to give this guy a robe of missile protection. Gets Wind of Death off again. And I think at that point he takes damage, and he has the Ring of Returning, so as soon as he takes any damage he's going to go back to Katiz. Which happens around about now? Yeah, Q-Sheet hit him. So quite a lot of stuff got decayed there. I don't think any of the mages did. But there's a bunch of Sacreds in here who... yeah. I mean, decay is no joke. So there's Cursed Land. He killed 100 things. Not bad. That's with no penetration items too, so... pretty good job, actually. There are some Adepts of the Golden Order in the battle. I guess they could do... let's see. Oh, maybe not, actually. And this guy could try, like, Soul Slaying or something on turn 1 to get rid of them. Maybe there's some other 100 range spell, I don't know. But, okay. Killed 100 things. Including, what? 11 Knights of Avalon? It's not bad, that's 990 damage. 30 longbows. Cool, we'll keep doing it. Terrace Peaks we also moved into. These are our Wraith Lords raiding. 1 point of PD. Not much to see there. Underhome. Also not much to see here, really. Took that too. And yeah, we didn't actually get attacked by man this turn. Okay. Well, whatever. Can see Nabar's Golem underwater as well. Just taking Shinu provinces though. And we also saw a battle in the Pito Cliffs, so some Abyssea stuff trying to get rid of man, but slightly outnumbered. So that's the stack over here, taking Abyssea's last fort. Events, lost some techs, and temperatures are rising, and the very ground seems to burn with unnatural heat. Heat death, lost population, gained unrest in Black Alps. Not a huge deal. We can see some Kraken attacking the Golem underwater. Fought a scout, lost a scout. Stormy Deep has been breached, so that's good. The Goth is still very hard to siege, but we're up to 613 siege strength now. And yeah, our 2 dead Wraith Lords came back, so I'm giving them some items. Oh, this guy needs a name as well. Legally dead. So yeah, they're back in action. And that's it for messages. Okay. I think I forgot to mention last time, but I have been like recruiting some random stuff in these provinces to help out the siege strength situation, so we just start moving things over. And yeah, it's up to 613 siege strength currently. There are some people preaching, but it shouldn't make a huge difference. Where's the other guy? Yeah, so 605 siege strength. Yeah, hopefully we get through this eventually. It's a bit annoying. But we're just sitting there for the time being. Agartha has been buying mercenaries, it looks like. He's got God's Enforcers and gone to Bluecraft Sonnenkinder. So that's 200 units. So, magic being illegalized is going to head over to Chilad for a second. We'll see if he can hold those off if they attack. He's got a good chance. Soul Vortex and Invuln. Plus regen. Quickness, fear. Yeah. And just make sure that Agartha can't fight back at all while we finish off this business. Upstairs, I've switched around the items on Fines for Polluting. So he's got +2 penetration now. He's got the Ring of Sorcery and the Shaman Staff. And he's just going to Cloud Appease back onto that stack, so we'll see how much damage we do this turn. As soon as we see one of man's stacks trying to do anything, we'll just we'll just start landing on it and doing this. Good way to clear them out until he solves the problem. However, he does that, I'm not sure yet. Probably those Astral Mages though. Or, I don't know, something that flies maybe? You can just land and do... You can probably summon like, I don't know, Spring Hawks or something? I'm not sure. There's probably some Glamour stuff that does false damage immediately. Whatever, we'll see. For the time being though, this works, so... We'll just keep landing on these stacks when we can. Other arrows are just moving units around, so... We got this guy moving out, and there's more Sobex walking around. I'm just gonna put a bunch of stuff in Salt Plains. Got some mages building up there too. And it will start moving north. Try and take some stuff. So that's the surface situation. Not sure what to do about the rituals being cast on us in Giant Spine. I guess I can't really do much. There's no other dome we could put up except the Nature Dome. I guess I do have Nature Gems this turn. Let's see, do we have a booster for you? N5? I can't remember what you need. Is it N4 or N5 for Forest Dome? Yeah, it's N5. This lasts forever, right? Yeah, until it gets hit by fire. Yeah, let's cast that one then. Might as well. So we got Frost, which does nothing, but might hurt the caster, plus Astral and Forest, which will stop spells. It does mean it's hard to ritual into this for ourselves, but there's so much stuff here, hopefully we never need to. So there's 3 domes. Oh, also, yeah, do we have someone who could... Black Death... Man's Cap? It would probably be Special Exception who does it. You cast it that far? Black Death. Man, you can. Alright, well, yeah, we'll do that. It is the right spell, right? I always get this confused with Leprosy. Black Death, yeah, okay. So, killing 50% of the population also wipes out a bunch of recruitment points, which, when you have a Sacred that you recruit from your cap, is really annoying, so... I assume that's a cap-only Sacred? Let's see. Can only be, yeah. So, stops him recruiting these things easily. Assuming the spell goes off without a hitch. I mean, it should do. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know what the Glamour Dome does, if that exists. I guess we'll find out if there's a dome over this. Yeah, but we'll Black Death that. And underwater, yeah, we're storming Stormy Deep, so... I haven't changed anything. I assume this is fine. We've still got Shark Attack, a bunch of Water Ellies, a bunch of Wraithlords, some random units helping out. Should be fine, right? We'll take that, and then those guys can start attacking man from this direction too. We do have this H3 ready to claim the throne as well if we get this. Looks pretty empty at the moment. And if we can get up Vengeful Water too, that'd be quite nice. We need some Dominion over here though. Our Dominion is very strong, but yeah. Other movements, we've got the Harvester of Sorrows, so I'm just going to fly straight over to Venna. We'll disease that stack next. And this Wraithlord, if they can, we'll burn down this temple. This is a bit risky because there's a big stack here, but I don't know, this is a pretty good Wraithlord. He's got the extra hit points. He's currently on 21 magic resistance with quickness, fear 10. Oh, fear 20? What? How'd you have fear 20? 5 from the helmet and 5 from being a Wraithlord. Oh, the Implementer Axe. I forgot about that. Oh, that's pretty sick. 20 fear. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty cool. We'll try and burn that temple anyway. And I think that's everything. Let's see. PD Everywhere's on 15 currently. So Black Death at Man. Oh, Salt Plains is a fortress next month. That's nice. Putting some skull talismans for the assassins now. There's Forest Dome. Building a temple underwater. Storming the underwater fort. Still sieging Agartha. And that's that. Alright then. Turn 65. Oh, this guy's also attacking Greenwoods. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.